Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Mariela Siguaquinti, and I'm going to be doing the energy update for this week, February 17. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you 4 different decks. Take a breath. Look at the picture of the deck and see which one you connect with the most, which one you are more curious about. That's where your message is going to be. Okay. And remember that this is a collective reading. I'm just pulling 1 card per deck. So if you want your own reading, your personal reading, connect with me so that you can book a session. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with this deck. So take a breath. All right. Here it is. This is the second deck. Okay, there. The third deck is here. There. The fourth deck. There. And the last deck right here. Okay, all right. All right, so let me see. I shuffled this already, so let me get the message. All right, that's my boy. Okay, so if you got this deck, then this is your card. And this is all about receiving, welcoming, embracing, okay? Sometimes it's hard to welcome something new, or sometimes it's hard to receive, okay? Remember that you must have balance, okay? You have given so much, you have done so much, so also exercise your receiving, because there's a lot in store for you. And it's the kind of things that are coming into your life how do I feel this? So it feels emotional in the way that maybe you didn't expect this, or maybe it's something that you thought wasn't going to happen for you. So it may make you emotional. So just because you feel emotional, don't feel as if you're not worthy of it. Okay. Or don't feel like, it's too big, or like, you couldn't handle it. Okay. It's for you. Okay. So the emotions, listen to the emotions, because they're not saying you're not worthy of it. It's more like, oh my God, what a relief. They're finally here. So what you're receiving, let that make your faith even stronger, okay? Because you're working, there's got to be a balance. So everything that you're giving, like, now it's time to receive. So also go in that flow of the giving and then receiving, the giving and then receiving, not just the giving, okay? So now is your time to receive it. Maybe it's overwhelming, maybe it's very emotional, but it's yours, okay? It's yours. Energetically, you have called for it. So definitely welcome and embrace and integrate in you. Like, now that you have received this, like, let that be like a bridge that will open you to even receive even more. Okay. All right. So the next one. I'll do it one more time. Okay. Oh, okay, good. All right. So if this is the deck that you picked, and this is your card, okay? This is the card of the Lovers. And what I'm sensing for you is a enrichment and partnership. So not necessarily love, but it could be love. And think more about friendship and fellowship and coming together for the same purpose. Okay. So even if it's love, it can be uneven. It can be unbalanced. It has to be on the same path of the same purpose, of the same values. So it has to feel that it's even, that there's balance in your life. So I'm feeling balance. So far for the theme right now, I'm feeling balance. Feel that there should be balance. Honor that you and like the internal you is seeking for balance. So be with the people that support you. Be with the people that embrace you. Be with the people that open doors for you. Okay. So, you may want love, but if you're chasing, and that's what I don't want you to go. Like if it feels like you're chasing, then there's no balance. You're doing all the work. You're doing too much work. But when you see that you're being embraced, you're being welcomed, you're being provided for, well, that's where you should be. Okay. So this is all about fellowship and relationships and creating even, networking walking. So being in a partnership with people that are just like you. So, what are your values? How do you feed people? How do you nurture people? Well, seek for people that are like you as well. Okay. They're out there. So definitely seek instead of chase. All right. So next one. Okay. All right. Okay, good. So if you pick this deck, then this is your card, okay? And this is all about trust. It's strengthen your trust, make it stronger, because this is about releasing fear. Sometimes people don't know, but fear is not necessarily mean that something bad is happening in your life or that you should stay away from something or push something away. Sometimes fear comes up because you don't have enough information, or because you have too much information, or because you have conflicting information that can create fear inside of you. Okay. So make sure that you are working from being connected. Connect first up, align with your mind, align with your words, align with what you're feeling. And based on that, you will know that the path that you're taking is the true path, is the right path. And it's where you should keep walking that path. Okay. So sometimes fears comes up when we don't know enough about that path, or when something new comes into our life and we don't know enough about it. But as you keep walking, then more information comes, and that dissolves the fear. But if you feel fear and you become just don't want to move forward, you just stay stuck in there, you're going to stay with the fear, thinking that there's something wrong, but there's nothing wrong. You just have to keep moving and discerning what it is. So for you, the message is keep walking. You're getting into a place where maybe you have not been before, but you're being guided, and you have to trust that little by little you are seeing the synchronicities that says to you, you are in the right path. So every synchronicity that comes into your life, take that as you're holding on to, this is going to make my faith more strong, and this is going to take my faith more strong, and I'm keep walking, because it's like they're putting little pieces of how do you say, like the little bread in front of you to keep walking. So they're putting clues in front of you so you can move forward. Okay. So release the fear. You're being guided. All right. Next deck. All right. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. So everything that I'm feeling for this week is all about partnership and balance. So if you pick that deck, then this is your card. Very similar to this card. Okay. So we have the Lovers, definitely the Lovers, and we have emotions also. So definitely, okay, how do I say this? Trust that there's people that are just like you. They have that gift in the heart that only you know what calls you. Okay. So be very close to that people. Don't just stay back and just look at them. Go introduce yourself, send them an email, send them a text, connect with them. Okay. Something happened to me just this week about connecting with people that are not even in my town, that are just like me. And at first, I didn't want to do it. And now I'm seeing why, because we are pieces of organisms, and together, the better, the more connected we are, the more positive we're going to feel about our life purpose and about the next steps that we have to take together as a community. So definitely start creating those partnerships that are more level, that are more balanced, in order for you to continue to move forward and that you don't feel alone. Okay. Because you have a bigger purpose in life. So part of that is the human experience, and the other part is following your intuition and trusting you that it's taking you to the right people for your purpose. Okay. So you're not here to do things alone. You're a great person, but with other great people, you're going to do amazing things. Okay. All right. And my last deck. Let's see. Yes. So what did I say about dissolving fears? Yes. Okay. So So these people here are the same like in these people here. Okay. So if you pick this deck, then this is your card. Okay. So this is the shadow. It involves a challenge. Okay. So how do I say this? Shadow work can be very deep, very intense, but remember that there's a purpose about it. And the purpose is you are seeing your light. Sometimes, look at the seeds and how seeds need to be inside the dirt, in the dark, and then they have to break apart and in order to shoot roots out, and then the plant comes out, the shooting comes out. And what does the plant does? It follows the sun, it follows the light. So the process of unbecoming to become who you truly are, it's truly necessary. So stay with that process. And maybe it feels heavy and maybe it feels like it's breaking you. It's supposed to break you so you can see what's inside. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge, but it takes you to a great place where you truly see who you are and you know who you are, which is the most important thing, because having an idea of who you are is not the same as really feeling inside of who you are, because no one can knock you out of that. Okay. So definitely stay in this process because you're going through a deep transformation right now if you pick this card. So dissolve that fear, just like what I mentioned here. Dissolve the fear. Keep moving forward. That's the most important thing, to keep moving forward. And little by little, you're going to start seeing that light. And once you see that light, hang on to that light and just follow that light straight through. Okay. You're going to love it. All right. Well, so the theme for this week: balance, partnership, and release the fears. The release the fears is kind of like that skin, that old skin that thinks is like, this is me. You think this is you. Once that skin comes off, you take that skin and you're like, oh my God, I thought this was real, but this was just a skin. It was just a shell. And now that I don't have it, I can feel deeper, like who I am. I thought I was this, but I'm truly this. So it happens. This is the journey, the spiritual journey. You keep discovering more and more about you. Things, I'm not the person I used to be 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I'm not that person, but I still love that person that I used to be. And I also love the transformation. So definitely, stay with transformation, seek for balance, and seek for partnerships that bring you into that balance. Okay. All right. So that's what I feel for you this week. So take that and discern, how it feels for you and what you're going to do with that energy. Definitely take advantage. And this week, Saturday, Sunday, Body, Mind, Spirit Expo in Raleigh. So we're going to be waiting for you. There's a really great big community there, a spiritual community, teachers, and intuitives, healers. So definitely come meet your community. I'm going to be there in booth 46 and Saturday at 5 p.m. on stage 4. I'm going to be teaching, and it's going to be an experience. You're going to be experiencing empathetic energy healing. So I'm going to teach you the steps to do your own balancing. So I like that this week is about balancing, because on the weekend you can experience that. All right. And then March, after that, March is coming. So March, the Empath Mastery Program starts. We already have people in the program, and I'm really excited about the people in the program, because I always know that after the program, they become friends, they become close. There's always something that they connect somehow. We're interconnected. So come to the expo, look about the program. There's a master class, and it's like a condensed version of the program. You can learn what the program has. You can learn the techniques, take them home, do them on your own if you don't think that you can complete the whole program. But if you're in the program, then for those 8 weeks, you have my full support. Email, text, call me, and I'm going to be there guiding you through your transformation. All right. So thank you so much for listening. I hope to see you at the Body, Mind, Spirit. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.